All right, we are now recording. Amanda, why don't you start us off?
Okay. Thank you guys all for joining us tonight on this call, Monday before Thanksgiving. I know this is a busy time of year and a very busy week for a lot of us. So we are combining the Synergy call and the Gift Tribe calls tonight. We wanted to talk a little bit about how to make the holidays work for you. I've repeated over and over throughout the last few months how the fourth quarter can either be a good experience for you or a bad experience, and it's really up to you which way you're going to swing with that. One way to make it really work for you is by planning around these holidays. A lot of coaches I have noticed are planning groups that are like clean eating through the holidays groups, where they have like a 7-day group this week, or with all clean eating and like substitutions for like, here's a healthy version of stuffing, or here's a healthy green bean casserole, or here's a healthy whatever. And if that works for you and your market, then do it. My market, that does not work. Like, my market tries to stay on track throughout the year, and this is the week they allow themselves to have food and to have real food and to enjoy it. So the way I talk to my market might be different than the way you talk to your market, which is why knowing your audience is so important. I know that what's going to help my market is me being very real with the really good food that we're eating, with making pierogi with Cece and rolling out the dough. There is nothing fat-free or healthy about it. But it's family tradition, and my market is family-based, family-oriented moms with kids. So they're going to connect more with that than me saying, maybe you want to skip your stuffing this year and make rice cauliflower stuffing, which I may make because it's gluten-free, but I'm not making it because it's healthier. I'm allowing myself to have this, and I think me being real with that and connecting with my market and them letting themselves have this week is fine. That's just how it's going to work for me. What I'm also going to do is say, do what you want this week. Have fun. Keep working out. Work out before you stuff your face on Thanksgiving if you can. Do your workout. Eat 5 plates, whatever you want to do. But on Monday, I'm starting the 3-day refresh because I know I feel like crap after Thanksgiving. I'm not going to, and maybe this is part of like my really backward psychology with like food dependency and emotional eating, whatever. I don't care. But the fact is, I'm going to eat on Thanksgiving, probably too much. I'm going to feel like crap, and then I'm going to go do the 3-day refresh. You can coach your people out of that cycle, or you can accept it and do it with them, which is what I do. So I'm going to do the 3-day refresh, starting either Friday or starting Monday. I haven't decided yet, but that is how I recover from it. I've done the 3-day refresh enough and posted enough results that people know that that's kind of my go-to thing after something like this. So it makes sense for my audience because I've already planted those seeds with the 3-day refresh. Something else to think about is, so I'm going to have my Thanksgiving. I'm doing my workout in November. I'm going to have my Thanksgiving and enjoy the hell out of it. And then I'm going to do a 3-day refresh. And then I'm going to run another challenge between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm going to do a 21-day challenge, but you really have 30 days, right? We have over 30 days between Thanksgiving and Christmas, depending on which day of the week you start on. So you can do Core de Force, you can do Country Heat, Size, 21-day Fix, 21-day Fix Extreme, Ultimate Reset, one or the other of Hammer or Chisel, Brazil butt lift. You can do a holiday booty lift challenge. Like, there are all these things that you can do where it's specifically designed to be done between the holidays. It's intentional. And when it looks like it's intentional and not just like something that's overlapping the holidays, what I'm saying to my audience is, I'm allowing you to live. I'm not going to make your holidays work around your diet or your new way of life, which is fine if that's what people want to do. But I think people get scared when you try and take away some of that tradition or some of their good, feel-good food or their like home cooking. I was telling Catherine earlier, so we have this pierogi recipe in my family. We've been cooking it since I was a little girl. It came down from my great-great-grandfather. when his son came over from Poland and opened a Polish bakery in Chicago. And they had a few different recipes, but I only know this one, and it's amazing, amazing. And it is in my blood, and my grandpa trusted me with the recipe. It's the only one I make. And I dated this chef before Cece was born, and he was like, oh my God, I have these ideas. We could put this in it, and we could put this in it, and we could put this in it. And I was like, stop, don't touch my family recipe. I was mad, and I was offended, and I was super bitchy about it, because that is my thing. Don't take that from me. And I think people feel the same way around the holidays when you're like, don't make those, super heavy collard greens, make kale chips. And you're like, what? No, collard greens is part of my family tradition. Or don't make that, super fattening stuffing, make rice cauliflower stuffing because it's healthier. And people are like, no, that's not, my grandma's recipe, or that's not my Nana's way of doing it. We make 7 pies and we eat all 7 pies. Fine, let people enjoy it, and then have a thing that they can do after, so they don't feel the guilt. Like, you already have the solution for the problem that's coming, which is they're going to feel full, they're going to feel guilty, they're going to feel overwhelmed. So if you're like setting it up now, enjoy your holidays, and then come meet me afterwards, and we're just going to knock all those holiday pounds and holiday bloating out in a couple days. But go ahead and enjoy it for now. I think people are more receptive to that than you trying to change their recipes, right?
Okay.
So that is my first thing. Have an intentional challenge between, just one second, have an intentional challenge between Thanksgiving and Christmas, so that it's designed so that they can do this for Thanksgiving. You have your challenge, they can do this for Christmas. Maybe you have a week-long challenge between Christmas and New Year's. And then you get really gung-ho with your first challenge of the new year. It's like every one that I've done is like new you, new year, new you, or fit and lean in 2015 or 2013 or 2016. I don't know I guess they've worked for all the years I've been a coach. But something catchy that you can start talking to people about now. A lot of people are going to say, hey, look, I don't even deal with it until after holidays. You say, great, I already have my group set up starting January 2nd, 3rd. I don't remember which day the first of the year is. I already have my group set up. I'd be happy to add you to it. Don't worry about even anything yet. We'll work on your, which program you're going to do. We'll decide together. I'll help you figure out which one's going to be best for you. And then you don't have to, you don't have to try and fight yourself with the holidays. Let's just plan on you jumping in first thing in January. Are you trying to give me this one? Okay. Love you too. It's everyone's number one resolution is to lose weight. So if you say, I'll call you when I get my group set up, or I'll call you, or I'll message you when things get back together, and you let that person walk away, it's going to be a lot harder to get them back. So if you go ahead and add them to the event or to the group that you're planning for your January group, which you can set up right now, they'll know you're serious. They'll know you have their back. They'll know that they have a plan and that you're right next to them for that plan. I think that is kind of the difference between night and day with a customer you talk to now that does do it in January, and a customer you talk to now that says they'll do it in January and then is gone. If you get them involved right now, planning for January, they are so much more likely to stay than if you say, I'll contact you a couple weeks before the end of the year to get into the group. You want to add something, Catherine?
Yeah, so like to branch off of what Amanda was saying about Thanksgiving, yeah, like I'm not going to deprive myself of the thing that I have once a year. It's similar to what Pam said in her live video today in our Commit to Be Fit group. So, what I'm going to do is share on my public page, even though I know many people aren't going to be watching that day because they're busy being present with their families. But I definitely am going to share possibly on Friday instead a before-after photo of what my Thanksgiving plate looked like last year or 2 or 3 years ago compared to what my plate this year looks like. And by that, I'm going to show, a smaller plate. I'm going to show the fact that I load up with the protein and the veggies first, and then I put my carbs and stuff onto the plate when there's not as much room, ideally. Not that I don't pile things going higher and higher, but and showing the portions that I plan on using. So like our family, we have my grandmother's recipe of cream corn, and it has half and half, and it's amazing, and it's got like sugar in it. And I plan to have some because I literally have it once a year, but I'm going to put it into my yellow container and then I'm going to put it on my plate. So, and that's one of my starches. So, and I'm going to share that story, and it's like, I'm not depriving myself. I'm just eating a little bit less, and I will end up not regretting it later because I feel so sick. I actually have thrown up after Thanksgiving because I've eaten so much. And so I think I'm going to share that on Friday and saying, guess what, guys? I didn't vomit this year. And they're going to be like, what? Like, did you have the flu? It's like, no, I just gorged. I literally binged and then purged. And that also resonates with people who actually have, a binge purge problem as well. Like, oh my gosh, you can still enjoy good foods without having to purge afterwards. You can still do that and stay within my plan. So that's my plan for Thanksgiving, and then sharing that story not only with our private group on the day of Thanksgiving, but also publicly and, with people that I know. So leveraging for the rest of the year, also branching off of what Amanda was saying, I think now is a really good time to connect with people that are in your potential cold market. And the reason is, just like everyone, you see, like, there's so many more homeless people, well, at least in California, asking for money. And that's because it's a more generous time of year. It's a little bit colder, and so people have more sympathy, I feel like, for people in that sense. People actually go and volunteer at a soup kitchen this time of year. They're not going back there in January. I have so many friends that go November, December, and then they're like, oh, I'm good till next year. Like, right now is the generous time of year. And so if you're reaching out to someone that's in your cold market, so they don't know you, I've had people say, like, who the F are you, and why are you contacting me out of nowhere? Or, like, why are you commenting on my stuff one time and then sending me a private message with something we have in common? Like, why? And I feel like now people are I have had a lot more better response the last 40 days than I have all year. And it's because people are more open to it. It's the holiday season. It's a warm time in people's hearts. You know what I mean? It's a good time to make your cold market your lukewarm market, and then continue that relationship through January, February, March, which is something that, we've talked about before, is that's when things are booming. And, you've sent a private message to someone and you've just commented back and forth. Their stuff is now coming up on your stuff is now coming up on their newsfeed. So they're going to see your January, New Year's resolution group. And they probably have New Year's resolutions, So I have planted so many seeds the last 40 days because people were more willing to just respond to my message. Just, oh, hi, that's it. Just, hi, how are you? Oh yeah, haha, we have a lot in common, or something like that. It's just, to me, it seems people are nicer, just overall. People are just nicer around the holidays. So they're more willing to warm up to you, I feel like. And then another thing is free groups, just offering the free content right now, because if insisting that someone buy a challenge pack to be in your group during this time when a lot of people are going to say no because of the holidays, because of Christmas, because of money being tight, offering more free content to build up that trust and that relationship is going to be really important the next however much more time we have. And even in January, because people have spent a ton of money with Christmas, and they're like, holy crap, like, I have so much crap in my house now because all my kids have everything they ever wanted and more, and I have no money. So, like, I feel like sometimes January can also be tough. So again, November, December, and January, offering more free content, or even just sending a message to someone, like the message that I read in my group last week to you guys. I read a conversation I had with someone, and I said, I'm going to send you some clean eating, like, barbecue recipes, because she said, I'm from the South, I barbecue a lot, which is difficult because barbecuing can be really fattening depending on, especially in the South. She just said that's just what we do. It's part of what I grew up with. And I said, I feel you, let me send you some barbecue recipes. And just because the more you give, which is also something that I've talked to Darla about and some of our leaders, the more you give, you end up just getting so much back. You really do. And I really, truly believe that. And if you give without expecting anything in return, it really will come back, in a positive way to you. So I think that's what I wanted to just mention was, honestly, the free groups are really important the next, 2 months. And then, connecting with more people privately, just because, like, you love the holidays, I love the holidays too. Like, even if you don't know yet what else you have in common with them, I've talked about loving this weather because I love the rain and I love the cold weather. And I freaking love the holidays because I love giving things to people. So that would be my recommendation to you guys and how to utilize the next month and a half to 2 months.
So, awesome. The last thing I wanted to mention was everybody knows that the sale went live today for the U.S., the holiday sale. First of all, there are some really great deals in there that the coaches sometimes buy as giveaways, as incentives. Like the next 3 people buy a challenge pack will get a free gift from me, and a foam roller, or I don't know how easy it is to mail that, but something. But so there are some things you guys might want to stock up on, or just get for yourself anyway. Catherine, did you see that meal prep planning?
I did. Okay.
So it's the book. I was super excited. I was like, meal prep.
It's the tote, it's the Fixate cookbook, it's the containers, and it's a bigger container of one of the Fixate things.
Yeah, the big blue one.
And that's it.
Yeah, but it's still like all in one, which is like a package deal they didn't have before, I guess. So that's kind of cool. And then of course apparel and stuff like that is part of the sale too. So for you all to look at, just if you want to, things do go really quickly though. So if there's something had your eye on, grab it while you can.
I already ordered my foam roller and the Core Comfort mat. I'm very pleased.
Nice. I'm ordering those 2 things, and the Derm exclusive tonight. I'm super excited. The Derm exclusive is like half off if anybody's getting that, like the 90-day supply. There's something. So the sale isn't necessarily your way to get people started. The sale is and I posted something today that Brittany Leggett shared of one of her coaches that had shared this last year. But basically, you want to make the sales posts really original and spontaneous and fun and personal. I am not going to blow up my page with any more sales posts. I've already done my post, and I have a group of customers and friends and family that are in what I call Gift Tribe Inside Scoop. So basically I post in there when I have new challenge groups starting, when Beachbody is doing sales, so that they're kind of the first to know, and that keeps me from having to post it all over my wall because people just get really annoyed with that. And so I posted on both my life page and my regular page. If you want to know the information, the link to the group is in the comments below, and then people have been requesting to join the group throughout the day. And then I've just been I put information in there, and then I posted something in there like, hey, the sale's live, comment below with what you got. I think Brienne commented that she got one of the canisters. So it keeps people engaged. It's not as tacky as what's it called, LuLaRoe, where you just added to all the groups without being like asked if you want to join the group. You're giving people the link and they can comment, or you can say message me for the details or whatever you want to do without blowing up your news feed with sales stuff. After you order, you can be like, I did a post a couple years ago and I was like, who just got, I think it was Pump. It was like Pump and something else. And I was like 2 thumbs, and I was like, guess who just got this and this for like $30? This girl. But you can do anything, but just make it fun and personal. And then stop. Like, don't overload your market and your friends and audience with sales stuff. So today for 1 week is the U.S. sale, and then the Canadian sale starts tomorrow and goes for a week, so it ends the day after. Obviously, when you're quoting prices, make sure you change to Canadian prices. If somebody in Canada is asking you how much something is, don't give them the U.S. dollars price, because that will mess things up. So obviously the way, and this is not trying to go against what Catherine's saying, the free groups are huge right now. That's exactly right. You don't want to substitute or you don't want to undermine the value of the challenge pack in getting people started on their journey. Like that's here's your get started pack all in one. And then really the sales stuff is just kind of to act as bonus to that kind of stuff, or bonus for people who are already your customers. But if somebody has been really on the fence, I have one girl, I swear for 2 years, she's been in this group, this like side group that I have. And she's always like, is this one on sale? Is this one on sale? I'm just going to get this. I can't afford Shakeology, but I really want this program. I don't even know if she's ever ordered anything, but she is the person that will not order a challenge pack. She will not order anything. She will only order when her program comes on sale, and that's it. And that's what she needs to do to take one baby step in. And then maybe the next time she'll take one more baby step in. For the most part, you still want to share the value of the challenge pack. But for those people who are just baby stepping in, who are super hesitant, let them baby step. But other than that, the Beachbody holiday sale, and again with the summer sale, is a great opportunity for you to let new people just take sneak peeks, or to dip a toe or whatever, without this bigger commitment that some people are really scared of, without being pushy, without being feeling like there's any pressure from you. It's just, there's the sale. If they want it, they can have it. If not, that's fine too. But it's a great opportunity for you to add friends, for you to grow your network and find out about people, and build those relationships. If you focus on building the relationships with people that you're in your sales group, rather than pushing products on them, you will form a better relationship. You will gain their trust in the long run, and they will come to you because they trust you later down the road, rather than saying, this one girl just tried to sell me this $22 Turbo Jam that's been, I don't know how much it is, but whatever Turbo Jam that's been released 10 years ago, or because that's all that she cared that I got. She didn't care that I have a knee injury and that this is my story and these are my challenges and whatever. Don't worry about the products. They're there if they want them, but this is another really good opportunity for you to build relationships with new people. So have any of you guys started an event or a group just for sales? I think I've added a few of you to my group just so you can kind of see how it was, because I wanted you to see that before the call tonight. Do any of you guys have that separately?
No.
Okay.
No.
You can feel free, either create one or feel free to add people to my group. If they're your customer, you're still gonna get the credit. Even if they click on my link, you still get the credit. So if somebody says, you don't have time to put it all together, and somebody says, I really want to see what's on sale, say, okay, I'm going to add you to my team sale group, but first things first, go ahead and sign up for your free account and make sure you see me as your coach. Don't even add them to the group until they sign up. Just say it lets you, I kind of finagle it. Sometimes I'm like, it helps you see the site better if you're already signed up with your account, showing, having me as your coach. Or before I send them preview videos of programs that we're talking about getting, I'm like, go ahead and sign up for, first things first, go ahead and sign up for your free account. Make sure you see me as your coach. That way you'll be able to access the videos. They could totally access the videos without signing up, but that way I kind of know, okay, I've got them in the right place. They're not going to make a mistake and accidentally just go buy it down the road and not be connected to me, because they might not know how that works. So if you have people who are interested and you don't have time to set up a group and you want to add them to mine, I'm fine with that. I just want to make sure you get credit. So make sure you you have them sign up under you. Also in the FAQ is a link for each product that's on sale if you've discussed something specific with your person. Just as an option if you guys want to do that. Okay. Do y'all have any questions about the sale, or about how that works, or about kind of navigating through the waters of the rest of the year?
Or anybody else's plan for the rest of the year, what groups they're doing?
I don't know whose noise that is.
Well, I'm in a group message. That's probably.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh.
It was Pamela. Pamela was sending a text.
No, okay. Yeah, does anybody have anything else? All right. Well, then I guess we'll end it. Have a good night, you guys.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy.
You too.
Stacia, so good to see you.